KETSBAIA, welcome to another edition of This is Mappa. It's a review of Cyprus losing again. We lost 4-0 this time in Georgia. Yeah, the home of KETSBAIA. It is our 8th loss in 10 games. 8 defeats in the last 10 games. Let that sink in. Our last victory was last November away to Israel. Right. I forgot to include the 2-2 draw away in Armenia before the loss to Bulgaria in November. We lost to Kosovo. We beat Greece. So we have effectively 2 wins in the last 12 games. 9 defeats in 12 games. The statistics just keep mounting up. Stats don't lie, unfortunately, in this case. They really don't lie. And I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if you're the most ardent fan of KETSBAIA. He is shit. It's that simple. What's he won? 1 cup in 20 years? Is that a correct statistic, or did I get that one wrong? 1 trophy in 20 years? And this guy is good enough to take our national team to a different level or a better level than Gostenoglu? Tell me. I need to know these things. So for the people that are watching live, listen, Pedro is saying, I want to be ethnic league coach as well. Fuck me, I can't be worse. You can't be worse, bro. Another embarrassment. Bang on. It's time to go, blood. It's time to go. He's right. Savicho is right. So before I continue, please hit that like button. Everyone that's watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitter or X, thank you for tuning in. It's an utter shit show. It's an utter shit show. And I'm actually not surprised. Really and truly, I'm not surprised. Because when you go into games like Norway and Scotland with the defeatist attitude and you want to play 5-4-1 because you're scared of getting battered, that's one thing. But to constantly come up with the same excuse, we're not good enough. We're not as good as these teams. What do you expect me to do? What do you expect from these players? These players can't run for 90 minutes. They don't have the stamina levels. They don't have the quality. Norway have got players that play in £1 million leagues, £100 million leagues. For me, that's irrelevant. It's not a good enough excuse. Because if you know you're not good enough to get a result, well, do you know what? Instead of sticking 5 defenders and 5 midfielders, try and attack. Try and get something. Try have some pride. But no, we're going to defend. We're going to defend. And do you know what? We're not even going to use natural defenders at centre-back. We're just going to stick central midfielders at centre-back because that's what we do. We give Gabriano his debut, centre-back. He's a central midfielder. We play Gogic as centre-back, central midfielder. Hey, he even fucking tried Gusolo at centre-back, central midfielder. What do our central defenders have to do to actually get games? What do they have to do? And you know what? The more I think about it, the more wound up I get. But I shouldn't really get wound up because it's to be expected from this fucking fraud. Because that's what he is. He's a fraud. He's a charlatan. He shouldn't be in the job. It's that simple. And any club or country that decides to take him on after he leaves our national team, they're fucking dumb. It's that simple. They're dumb or corrupt. He couldn't help himself either today, could he? He couldn't fucking help himself. He had to bring on his love child, Guerrero, with 2 minutes ago. What, because he wanted to swap shirts with Maradona? Is that what it is? Because he wears number 7, the same as me. I need to swap his shirt. Please get me on the pitch, because if I don't get on the pitch, I can't swap shirts with him. Is that what it is? Did he swap shirts with Haaland as well? The guy's a fucking joke. I select him because I can count on him. Bullshit. Utter bullshit. It's a joke. And to make matters even worse, not only did he go 5-4-1 against a Georgia side, which, no disrespect to them because they're at Norway, they're not as good as Scotland, right? He decides to go 5-4-1 and he plays a 35-year-old winger in Dimitris Christofi up front. And to Christofi's credit, he came closest to scoring. But that's beyond the point. What does Mario Elia have to do to get games? What does Gaguli have to do? Because he played 50 minutes against Norway before getting hauled off. Didn't start him today. Here's me thinking Gaguli got taken off because he's going to start him. No, we start with Christophe because that's the logical thing to do. And to be fair to KETSBAIA, he did change things a little bit second half when we were 2-0 down. He decided to go 5-2-2-1 instead of 5-4-1. He decided to put fucking Hambo of Omonia as a left-sided forward, telling him to track the runners from fullback. He brought in Loizu, who didn't really get much to do, and even though he gave the ball away a handful of times, what do you want him to do? It's a fucking joke. The guy is a monstrosity. He's a terrorist. He's an utter fucking terrorist. You can't spell KETSBAIA without ISIS. You can't. But it's a joke. It's a joke, but it's also funny as well. It's funny because he will continue to be in a job until the powers that be at the top decide that it's time for him to go, which is going to be when. Because we know what Kumai is all about. And right now, the priority isn't the national team. The priority is making sure that Kumai avoids being banged up, being thrown behind bars. That's the priority. There's a 6,000-page document sitting on the desk of the ethics committee, and they're looking into this. Meanwhile, Kumai is making sponsorship deals with Stikima and Alpha Mega. And hey, that's all great because money's coming into the CFA. But it's all sweeping his problems under the carpet, isn't it? Well, he's just as fucking culpable as KETSBAIA. Let's get that right. I'm not going to ask you guys where do we go from here because we know where we're going to go from here. It's going to continue to go down and down and down. And do you know what? KETSBAIA is going to turn around. I haven't even seen the fucking press conference. I know what he's going to say. He's going to blame fatigue. He's going to say that, oh, what do you expect me to do? He's also then going to turn around and say, we have a Nations League game against Gibraltar because that's our level. That's our level, Gibraltar, isn't it? That's the old adage. That's the... You should get it on the fucking T-shirt. It's Gibraltar. Let's wait for Gibraltar. That's the most important game. And it's more taglines, isn't it? Yeah. When I joined this national team, I took over when they were relegation candidates in the Nations League. What do you expect me to do? We need to beat Gibraltar. Gibraltar is in March, motherfucker. In March. He had the temerity to say Sotirio and Johnny's didn't get called up or they didn't join the national team squad for this international break because they're going to play against Gibraltar again. You know, that's the most important thing. Gibraltar. How do we know that they're not going to be injured by that time? We don't know this. But hey, listen, KETSBAIA knows better than we do, don't we? Clearly, KETSBAIA is the man. You know, he wants to bring on Minas Andoniu as well. Let's just bring the unorthodoxy tax forward as well. I mean, fucking Sandys is probably sitting there going, lovely. More money for me because my player's going international duty and I can reduce the fucking debts that we have. Fucking joke. It's an utter joke, but it's hilarious. And listen, take nothing away from Georgia because in the first half we did okay. Hey, we had 2 shots on target, which is 2 more than when? I think we had 2 shots on target against Norway. And that's it. And as I put in the write-up that I did the other day for Fles Café's website, Gaguli against Norway had 8 touches of the ball in the opening half an hour of the game. Let that sink in. Fucking hell. KETSBAIA out. Bang on. Get rid of him. He's got to go. Honestly. It's time to get rid of him. Honestly. Does anyone have a link to his press conference? That can anyone tell me if it's up on the websites yet so I can take a look at all the bullshit they've come out with? Paycheck at the end of the month. Nobody cares. Exactly. No one cares. No one fucking cares. Because the fact is, you know, someone's just tweeted me 27 goals conceded in 8 games. 27 goals conceded in 8 games. Wow. 3 Cypriots starting in each team. Otherwise, you lose points. The only long-term solution. I agree. But they won't do it. They will not do it. No. We won't do this. We won't do this because we're going to upset all the other teams. We're going to upset all the teams that have the money, that bring in all the foreign players. We're going to upset them because they have to have foreign players. They have to have Cypriot players in. No. We can't have that. Can't have that. Well, look, I'm going to bring up the link here. So anyone that's watching on YouTube and on Twitter, there is a link. Click it if you want to join us and tell me your thoughts on the situation. I'm all ears, honestly. because I've run out of things to say. Thusso and I go over this time and time and time again, and clearly we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. But so tell me if you guys know anything different. You want to share anything? Share your thoughts. Go for it. Like I said, come on, jump on. Let us know what you think. So where do we go from here, boys and girls? Where do we go from here? Because as far as I'm aware, there's a friendly game in November, on my birthday actually, against Lithuania. God almighty. God almighty. That's going to be another fucking shit show, isn't it? Is he going to use this to experiment? Maybe call up some UK-based Cypriot players? You know, Kyprianou was brilliant today again. He was brilliant against Norway. And he's a central midfielder playing at centre-back. Incredible. Incredible. So maybe, just maybe, some of us Chalutya, we can play football. Some of us can do it. There's another Cypriot striker that scored at the weekend, scored for Leyton Orient, scored the winner. Good friend of mine, actually, Sodiril, scored a goal. He doesn't get called up. Why? Because one time he said no thanks to the under-21s, because he'd rather play for Leyton Orient, who at the time were challenging for promotion, and they got promoted. But no, let's alienate him. Are they going to call up Oka? Are they? Are they going to bring him in? Because he's contemplating joining the Australian national team. We know what's happened with Gostir going to Greece. So what's next? Are we going to bother to try and bring in Marcus Edwards? It's the old adage again, isn't it? Why don't we try to get this one, try to get that one? No, there's no point getting Marcus Edwards because we don't play with fucking wingers. We play with wing backs, boys and girls. We play fucking wing backs. Ioannou started again. You know, fine. Cool. Ever present for the national team. Reliable, apparently. He's doing well for his team in Italy. Why not? I got no problem playing him. But what does Bilea have to do to get to touch pitch? What does he have to do? Because if Correa, the love child, is coming on with 2 minutes ago, what chance does Bilea have? Bilea's got no chance. Bilea was the best left back in the league last season, hands down. But don't get selected. No. We won't play him. I'm not going to play him. Let's play Kusulo at central midfield. Let's play him. Because he ain't got no fucking legs. Clearly. Let's play him. And there was a couple moments today where he ducked out of challenges, fucking shit himself, right? There was no fight. There was nothing. Bottled it because he was worried about getting injured again. I don't blame him, in all fairness. Gogit's at centre-back. Is Life injured? Tell me, is he injured? Is that why he didn't start? Is that why he wasn't called up to the national team? I don't know. Maybe he just could be fucking bothered to play. Really and truly, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe you guys know more than I do. Gabriel, he's doing well for Aboa, isn't he? Is he not worth trying in these games? I don't know. Again, maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's start from the very first. How did Joel Mol become Cypriot just to shut him up? Who? You mean Mol or you mean KETSBAIA? Well, to be honest, bro, if you look at all the other goalkeepers that we have, Banayi doesn't play. Or did he play? Did he play for Ethnic or the other? I don't know. But when Mol got selected, Banayi wasn't playing for his first team. Spoljaric wasn't playing for Karmiotissa. Dimitriou wasn't playing for Apollon. That's 3 goalkeepers already. 3 goalkeepers. Last season, I can't remember many Cypriot goalkeepers that played for the national team. So why did he just go for, I don't know, Andonil, that was playing for Mappa last season? Because he's Cypriot. He's got a bit of experience playing first team football in first division. So there you go. 25 goals in 7 matches. Same points with Liechtenstein and less from Faroe Islands. Enough said. Enough said. Yeah, you play a lot of Football Manager. Yeah, you should send your CV or your resume or biography that you have, Andrea. Send it. Send it to them. Because anyone can do a better job than this fucking nutcase, honestly. Worst defense than San Marino. You'll never sing that. True. We never sing that. Banayi is injured after 2 months. There you go. So has this fuckwit said anything to the press yet? Because I can't see anything online. I'm refreshing some of the websites to see if anything else is coming up. If there's anything that this nutcase has fucking said, any bullshit in the same rhetoric that we hear from him time and time again. It's utter nonsense. It's Groundhog Day. Honestly, someone in that squad or someone in the backroom staff needs to go through the guy's locker right now and rip up his passport and say, stay where the fuck you are. Stay in Georgia. Stay there. I beg. Fucking hell, man. 25 goals conceded in the group stage. Minus 23 goal difference. 2 goals scored in the whole fucking, what's it called, in the round so far. Who were the 2 goals against? Who were the 2 goals that we scored against? I don't even remember. That's how bad it is. I don't remember. Apparently, according to the table, we've scored twice. Who did we score against? It's our worst ever qualifying record, surpassing 1992 when we went 0 games, 0 wins, 0 draws, 8 losses. Now it's 0-0-7. Wow. Fucking wow. But don't worry, boys and girls, don't worry. We've still got Spain to come. We might be able to break that record. Hey, we might cross the halfway line. Huh? Second half, what do we do? Second half, when we were trailing 2-0. What did we do? Nothing. It didn't change anything. You didn't want to go attack-minded. No. Let's hold what we have. A 2-0 loss. And it came 3. Then it became 4. Defenders backing off. And I'll tell you this now. And listen, footballers are professionals, and a lot of them won't like me saying this, but I think most of these guys can't give a fuck anymore about this head coach. It wouldn't be a surprise if they're just like, fuck this for a laugh. I can't be bothered. Because he's a fucking joke. Honestly. Utter joke. There's only one bald beauty and it's not KETSBAIA Stel. Well, Joe, I'm trying to grow it back, but this fucking is thin here. Maybe I might go to Turkey and get it sorted. 1 goal with Georgia first game. I don't remember the other one. Neither do I, man. Was it against Norway away? 1 was a penalty. Norway away and Georgia at home. Hey, at least we scored against Norway. At least we scored against them. There you go. So anyway, who wants to jump on? Come and talk to me, man. Come and talk to me. Tell me your thoughts. The link is here. Click on it. Join me. Pedro, come and join me. I want to hear your thoughts because obviously we speak a lot about Omonia, but let's talk a little bit about this fucking national team and see what the fuck's going on. It's an utter joke. Unbelievable, boys and girls. If there are girls watching. I don't know why you'd be watching. It's a fucking joke. But yeah, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And the worst thing about it is I can't think of it getting any better with this guy. Can you think of anything that makes you feel, all right, there's a glimmer of hope here? There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing because you know full well that every single game, this guy's going to go with a 5-4-1. Can you imagine if he goes 5-4-1 against Gibraltar? Can you imagine? It's going to happen, isn't it? This guy is going to go 5-4-1 against Gibraltar. I'm telling you. Because what the system does he knows? Does he know? Does he know? What does he know? He knows nothing else. He knows nothing else. At Anorthosis, it was 4-2-3-1, wasn't it? When he had Ogriasvili, when he had Kvilitaja, when he had Dausvili as a holding midfielder. You know? When he had Rayo. Who else? Following season, Varda was the guy that kept them fucking going. The guy is a joke. And yet he's still going to be in a job. He is still going to be in a job. And in all fairness, as I keep saying, I come to a point where I don't care anymore. I do a lot of write-ups regarding Cypriot football. And I'm sure some of you have seen it or read them. And the last one I did, I absolutely hammered the guy. Absolutely hammered him. And I was half expecting someone to message me and say, Stel, you're out of order. But not one person messaged me to say, that's a horrible article, Stel. You're a little bit too much with the guy. Everyone I messaged was like, yep, bang on. Absolutely bang on. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? I don't know one person One person that can tell me that this guy is the right person for the job. Not one person has told me we should stick to him. Let's stick with him. It's a process. Trust the process. Not one person can tell me that. No one has ever told me that. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. So, anyway, Pedro.
Ένα λεπτό, ένα λεπτό.
I'm waiting. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, what's he doing?
I'm switching screens. Give me a moment.
Oh, okay. Switch your screens.
Yeah.
Right. So we did the Omonia rants yesterday. Come on, man. This is worse. This is worse.
Ελάλου σου το την περασμένη φορά μου ήμουν ευριασμένος που μιλήσαν για τις εθνικές και νομίζεις ότι αστιεύκομαι που είπα 5-7-0 που το είπα έτσι ένα νούμερο για να είναι. Χειρότερο ρε φίλε η κατάσταση. Κόμικο τραγικά τα πράγματα. Που το 92 να έχουμε έτσι πολλές ήττες. Που το 92 που είναι τα παίχτες είχαμε, είναι τα ομάδες είχαμε το 92 για να παίξουμε οποιαδήποτε ευρωπαϊκή ομάδα. Εγίνεται. Εγώ νομίζω οι ομάδες και οι φίλαθλοι πρέπει να μποϊκοτάρουν την Εθνική Κύπρου. Να μην τους στέλνουν παίχτες, οι οποίοι να μην μπαίνουν στο γήπεδο, ώσπου να αποφασίσουν να κάνουν κάτι σωστό επιτέλους. Γιατί γινόμαστε ρεζιλίκοι και ως χώρα, ρε. Αν τραπείτε και νάκκον, ας πούμε. Εγίνεται, ρε. Να την πει για τον Πίτσαν ή πέντη. Καλά να το κάνει ο Πίτσας που ήρθε, ρε. Καλά να το κάνει. Για ποιον λόγο να έρθει το μωρό, ρε. Για να χαραμιστεί, για ένα φαρσόκελο που παίζει η Mappa του 1821. Που φοάται, ρε. Παίζουμε μόνο οδηγούς. Καλύτεροι μας να μαζεύουν. Εντάξει, παίξε επίθεση, ρε, και ό,τι φκεί, ρε. Παίζουμε με τους Ισπανούς και καλύτεροι μας. Παίξτε ρε επίθεση, ρε, και ό,τι φκεί, ρε. Αν βάλεις και έναν κόλ να λαλείς ότι έβαλαν κόλ της Ισπανίας, ο παίχτης που να το βάλει. Να το χαρεί, ρε.
Pedro, do you know what? For me, this campaign was an opportunity for our players, especially the attacking ones and the younger ones, to showcase their talent, right? Because this is the only way, apart from playing European football, which isn't looking likely because obviously Ari are the only team in the KETSBAIA. So these national team games are the only way our younger players can show what they can do. So whether it be, for example, Gaguli up against a Spanish central defender trying to give him problems, whether it be Sacha in the middle of the park getting stuck in, whether I'm just using examples here, right? But this guy is so negative, from his team selections to his tactics to his pre-match and post-match press conferences. How can any player be motivated to play for this guy? I don't understand. Are they playing because it's the national team and they feel proud? If that's so, great. But I have come to a point now where I fully believe that these lot just can't be fucking bothered with him.
Ρε φίλε, συμφωνώ μαζί σου και να σου πω ένα άλλο πράγμα. Είμαι εγώ τώρα ένας παίχτης και να παίξω για την Εθνική Κύπρου. Και θεωρώ ότι είναι ένα στήσιμο το οποίο δεν μου διά την ευκαιρία να παίξω ανταγωνιστικά ως παίχτης. I can't compete with the system that we're playing and I know it. Because I'm a football player. Δεν είμαι κανένας καθυστερημένος. Και βλέπω ότι ρε μα τούτον το στήμα όπως μας στείνει ο προπονητής είναι τέλος να παίξω Mappa εγώ. Δεν μπορώ να παίξω Mappa. Άρα με το point μου να βάλω, με passion να βάλω, με τίποτε. Φάμεντες, οκ, τουλάχιστον είναι φατσίσα, να πάω να παίξω για την ομάδα μου που με επικαιρώνει, να προσπαθήσω να πω καλά για με, να πιάμε κανέναν κύπελλο, να πιάμε κανέναν πρωτάθλημα, να πιάμε καμιά θέση στην Ευρώπη, να κάτσω ασχολούμαι με το μπελόν που με βάλε δαμέ να παίξω D-Port of 5 aside. Όχι ρε φίλε, είναι και αδικό τους.
Well, bro, there's a comment here, you know, and he's bang on the money here. You know, it's like you've got the federation and you've got representatives from the clubs, right? Now, which of these people voted for the 17 foreigners? Like, it don't, we can keep saying that, all right, the league or GOP and the clubs are a problem because they're not playing the younger players or they're not producing younger players. But we do have the talent. So what I don't understand is, all right, you want to play your 5-4-1, but if there's a game where, for example, today, it would have been great to play a 4-2-3-1. You could have gone with Gaguli up top, with Gastano as the guardi, or Loizo on the right-hand side and someone else on the left. And you could have had, Humbo Giriago as a central midfielder with maybe Cipriano. I don't know. You got the players to play a different system, but he doesn't do it.
Ναι. Και για να απαντήσουμε στο φίλο τον Χρήστο που βάζει το comment πάνω, ρε φίλε. Να σου πω κάτι, ρε Χρήστο μου. Ναι, οκ. Και ας πούμε ότι ψηφίσαν υπέρ το 17 ξένο. Δεν ξέρω ακριβώς. Ξέρω ότι είναι όλοι που ψηφίσαν υπέρ το 17 ξένο. Αλλά να σου πω κάτι άλλο. Παρά το θέμα των 17 ξένων, υπάρχει ένας μίνιμου αριθμό Κυπραίων οι οποίοι πρέπει να παίζουν στην πρώτη εντεκάδα που μπαίνει μες στο παιχνίδι. Οι παραπάνω ομάδες προτιμούν να πληρώσουν το πρόστιμο παρά να βάλουν τους 3 Κυπραίους να παίξουν. Επομένως, τι σημασία έχει οι 17 ξένοι, άμα τους 3 Κυπραίους δεν τους βάλεις και προτιμάς να πληρώσεις το πρόστιμο παρά να βάλεις 3 Κυπραίους πριν την αρχή. Ας το κάνουν υποχρεωτικό 3 Κυπραίους, αλλιώς πλην 1 βαθμό. Να σου πω εγώ να μπορεί να γίνει. Να σου πω εγώ είναι τέλος φτιάχνουν Κυπραίοι παίχτες. Υπάρχουν να μπαίνουν μίνιμουμ 3 Κυπραίοι στην αρχική ομάδα, αλλιώς πλην 1 βαθμό. Όχι 2.000 πρόστιμο. Να πω 2.000 πρόστιμο, ρε. Τίποτε. Do you disagree still?
Mate, do you know what? This whole situation with the fine is pointless. It's absolutely pointless because it doesn't affect them as much as it should. It doesn't at all. And the thing is, it's not as if it's a fine based on, okay, well, you didn't play 2 Cypriot players, you played 1, so you're going to get a fine per non-Cypriot. So if you got 10 foreigners, you get 10 fines. So it's just 1 fine. It's just 1 fine.
Ναι.
But they're not serious about it. They're not serious. It's bullshit, man. It's utterly fucking bullshit. I mean, this one, you got a lineup which can work. Banayi, all right. I would argue that Moll is better, but anyway, it is what it is. Andreo, Garo, Laifi, Pila at the back. You got Humbo and Gusso in the middle. You got Gastano, Loizo, Johnny, and Bitta. 4-2-3-1. Nothing wrong with that team.
Να δούμε και λίγο τους παίχτες. Johnny Πίτας, πλευρά φωτιά. Λοΐζου, πλευρό φωτιά. Κάστανος, μπορεί να σου κρατήσει η μάπα να σου εγκατεβάσει, να σου εισπάσει δεξιά-αριστερά. Κούσουλος, και αν τη μάπα μες στην περιοχή είναι γκολ. Άμπος Κυριάκου. Εμπαίχτες οι οποίοι αποδείξαν ότι μπορούν να παίξουν μάπα, δεν είναι μπελάρες, ας πούμε. Δεν είναι τυχαίοι οι παίχτες του την δεκάδα που έβαλε ο Ανδρέας Τσάμε. Να παίξουν με την Ισπανία έτσι, ρε φίλε. Να το χαρούν και εκείνοι, ρε φίλε. Να κοντραριστούν. Γιατί Τσάμε, ο παίχτης ο οποίος να σου πει, εγώ πάρε, με την Ισπανία που παίζω και να τις φάω. Αλλά να επιτεθώ, ρε. Να επιτεθώ και να προσπαθήσω να τους κλέψω η μάπα, να προσπαθήσω να προσπεράσω. Πάει και προσωπικό εγώ. Άμα μου το βάλεις όμως ύστερα να κάτσει 10 παίχτες μες στη μικρή περιοχή, είναι τα ego να έχει ο παίχτης. Είναι τα incentive να έχει να παίξει. Να παίξει τι, να την κόψει από τη μικρή περιοχή, να πάει μάπα ως έξω από την περιοχή και ξαναπάρκει. What's the incentive? Δεν έχεις κίνητρο να παίξεις.
These are cup finals for players, okay? As I said before, these are opportunities to show Europe or any scouts that are watching or any of the viewers who they are, okay? So how the hell can people like, again, I'm just using examples, Loizo or Gaguli, how can they show what they've got or what they can do against bigger opponents when you're keeping them on the bench for 60 minutes, 70 minutes, because you want to stick to 5-4-1? He's a coward.
Ναι, ρε, δηλία, ρε φίλε, δηλία. Να απαντήσω στο τελευταίο μήνυμα, γιατί νομίζω δεν καταλαβαίνει σωστά ο Χρήστος να μου εννοώ. Σου είπα να μποϊκοτάρουμε τις ομάδες μας, ρε φίλε. Οι ομάδες μας πρέπει να πούν στην κόπ, κοίταξε να δεις. Εμείς να σου δώσουμε παίχτες να παίξουν. Κανόνισε να παίξουν. Όχι να πηγαίνουν για να γίνονται ρεζίλοι μόνο. Σου είπα να μποϊκοτάρουμε εμείς τις ομάδες μας. Εμείς ως οπαδοί, αν μας συνεχιστεί τούτη η κουβέντα, γιατί να πάω να πληρώσω εισιτήριο να πάω να δω την Εθνική Κύπρου. Ποιο είναι το κίνητρο μου. Να μην πω καλύτερα, ρε φίλε. Για να φάω ότι 3 ώρες που τη ζωή μου έχω άλλα πράγματα να κάνω. Για να δω και 5-10 ευρώ τη σκόπ το εισιτήριο που είναι. Όχι ρε φίλε, θα πάω. Να μην πάει κανένας, να μην πάει. Πώς που να αποφασίζουν ότι πρέπει να κινηθούν και εκείνοι σωστά. Ήδη μέσα στην κόπ αρκέψαν τις προστριβές τους τώρα μεταξύ Γασιπή, Αλφαμέγα, Αρένα. Αν ήδη μεταξύ τους αρκέψαν τις προστριβές, οι οποίες είναι τα προστριβές, είναι το λιλί. Και λαλίζουμε εμένα να μποϊκοτάρω την εθνική, ήδη είναι τα λεφτά που σκέφτονται, ρε, και αμεώνους τους, ρε. Και κόφτει τους, για το που λαλούμε εγώ και ο Στέλ τώρα, για την τραγωδία που είδατε πριν λίγο, για την τραγωδία που είδατε πριν 3 μέρες, και κόφτει τους τους δίσκο, και δεν τα ριάγια που τους κόφτουν.
And do you know what I find funny about the whole thing with GOP? They were bragging that the Norway game was sold out. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's sold out not because they've come to see our players, but they've come to see Haaland. They've come to see Odegaard.
Ναι.
Okay? That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
Εσύ όμως τότε έκαναν και sold out το παιχνίδι με τους Σκοτσέζους. Πώς είναι που ήταν κοινοί στην Κύπρο?
3.000,
3.500. Το sold out, δεν τα sold out, δεν έκαμε sold out. Sold out είναι να είχες 7.000 Κυπρέους και 2.000 ποτσίνους.
Is that the arena as well? Is that the arena, which is what, 6,000, 7,000?
Ναι, 7.000. Άρα, αν είχες εσύ 5 και εκείνοι 2, να σου πω εντάξει, έκαμε sold out. Και όχι μόνο εκείνο, αλλά οι Σκοτσέζοι εκαθούνταν μέσα στις κερκίδες των Κυπρέων. Άρα πιάναν εισιτήρια από τους Κυπρέους. Όχι μόνο τα δικά τους, τις δικές τους 3.000 πουλήσα, εγωράσαν και από τις θέσεις των Κυπρέων και καθούνταν μέσα στις κερκίδες των Κυπρέων. Να με μπελάρει.
They were giving away free tickets for non-smokers that day as well. It's a fact. No, you're bullshitting.
No, έχεις δίκιο. Έδιωσαν και free tickets για τους non-smokers. Είναι έτσι που γεμόνι στα γήπεδα. Εντάξει ρε. Να κάνουμε και εμείς. Έχει ομάδα της Κύπρου η οποία πάει σε σχολεία και διάει εισιτήρια. Τώρα στον πέρσι, ξέρω ότι διάει εισιτήρια στα σχολεία, στα μωρά και έξω από το γήπεδο για να μπαίνει μέσα ο κόσμος μούχτη για να πολυνήσει ο κόσμος πας στις κερκίδες τους. Όλοι ξέρουμε το ποια είναι η ομάδα. Είναι η Πάφος. Θέλετε να κάνουμε έτσι, να δούμε πως είναι sold out. Κάνουμε έτσι, δεν έχει πρόβλημα. Και ασχερούμαστε, yeah, sold out. Έδωκα τα εισιτήρια μου όλα μούχτη. Sold out. Ναι.
Free tickets, sold out.
Free tickets. Ναι.
Bro, I don't know what else to say that we haven't said on this podcast before. And the worst thing about it is there's no sign of improvement. You don't hear any comments that make you think, all right, he's learnt from his mistakes. I don't think he's even done a press conference, has he? Because I can't see anything online about a press conference. I don't think he's done one. If he has done, they haven't put it up yet or put them up yet. So what is happening? Has this guy flat out refused to speak to the media? I'm asking. I don't know.
There's
nothing on Sport Time. There's nothing on KETSBAIA. There's nothing on 24 Sport. Nothing. There's hang about. Let's have a look. So at 6 o'clock Cyprus time, Sport Time put up an article saying we'll wait to see what KETSBAIA has to say about the situation. So what is this going to be like a late press conference, or is he going to be interviewed on the plane?
Sorry,
No, on Sport Time's website it's saying that we'll wait and see what KETSBAIA has to say. So I don't know whether he's going to give a press conference at the airport, or is he just going to talk to reporters on the plane? or when he gets back to Cyprus, like the pre-match press conference against Norway, which was in a coffee shop where they had all of the cameras there, and there were a few people in there asking what was going on. Jadorzo Belloz was saying, well, what do you expect me to do? We're playing against nations that are bigger than us, this and that. I'm thinking, what do you mean, what do we expect you to do? We would have more respect for you if you played an attack-minded system and lost 10-0 than sitting back with 9 defenders and losing 6-0 or 4-0.
100%. Και να σου πω και το άλλο. Οκ, έκατσες τους ούλους άμυνα και έπαιξες όλα τα παιχνίδια αμυντικά. Έφαγες 4 σήμερα, έφαγες 4 προχτές, έφαγες 6 το προηγούμενο, έφαγες άλλα 6 το προηγούμενο. Άρα είναι τα defense εν τούτο. Με 10 παίχτες λεωφορείο και έφαγες 6 και 6, 12 και 8, 20 τέρματα. Παστουρίκανοι.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. But again, it just goes back to what I keep on saying. Like, how can these players, how can any of these players pull on that shirt and think, we're going to do something today, when this guy clearly is out of his depth? The moment we went a goal down against Georgia, right at the beginning of the second half, by the way, no changes. Tipo there. Nothing at all. His first, well, let me have a look. Let me check the stats, right? His first substitution. Oh, no, hang about. At half-time, he already made the substitution. He brought on Andonil, right? He waited until the 62nd minute to make a substitution when we were a goal down. Great. Verabende Lepta. He waited 17 minutes. Come on, man. This is sabotage. If you play with some of these defenders, your striker should be like Genderis fast, and he didn't even start Gaguli. Yeah, but he started Christofi, you know? He started Christofi, who, might I add, in the post-match press conference against Norway, this clown said, nothing's changed in 15 years in Cyprus. When I was at Anorthosi, I only had 6 or 7 Cypriot players in my squad. Well, whose fault is that then? Right? And 15 years ago, Christofi was in the fucking national team as a 20-year-old with the likes of Alonefti and all these other players. Oka, Costandino, they were all in the same team. And this guy 15 years later is playing up front as a lone striker.
Okay,
he's not even playing for Ethnico. He's not even starting.
He's not even starting for Ethnico.
Who's his agent? I need to know who Christofi's agent is, because he's making something out of this, surely.
Ό,τι και να είναι να πούν να πιάνε τώρα στα 38 του χρόνια πήρε τον στο Εθνικό Άχνας. It was a mercy positioning, if you ask me. Εν της περιοχής, εν της κατάστασης και κάτω, άντε ρε φίλε, πιάσ' το Χριστόφι, βάρ' να ποσκογέται, να βουρανάκο, να με σαπίσει τέτοια. Εντάξει ρε, φέτο. Έτσι είναι να πάω.
So what do you think he's going to do in the friendly in November then? Do you think he's going to go 5-4-1 again?
Τώρα σοβαρό μιλάς, ρωτάς με έτσι πράγμα.
Well, I'm just asking, maybe even for the viewers. What do you think? What do you expect to see against Liechtenstein, boys and girls? Is there a chance we might see, I don't know, Oka? Is there a chance we might see Fodi at Hanover? Might we see Andreu at AEL? Never know. What about Sava? Sava, that's at Torino. Is there a chance he might play? Might get called up to the national team, the first team, so at least he gets an opportunity. Or is Sotirio going to get called up? What? What's going to happen? Is Sarula at Crawley Town going to get called up? Because he could play on the left. But no, we'll play Correa. We'll play him. You can read Gerkida. Oh, okay, Gerkida. Let's have a look. No. Oh, my God. All right. I don't know why the second half was so bad. We conceded an early goal and it affected the team. It's not the first time it's happened. It's clear we have a lot of young players. They lose the ball. They can't make the right pass. It's unacceptable that I have to shout for a player to run. What? I don't want my work and the team to be judged from the second half because we were missing players, and we can do better on the pitch.
Ρε, μα τώρα μιλάμε με τους παίχτες που είχε σήμερα. He was missing players.
Yeah. It's a fact that we lost our concentration in the second half. We lost our strength, and the result. Hang about. And we showed in the first half that we can play football. Fucking honestly, that's it. That's all we got. So he's claiming that he was shouting at his players to run. He's claiming that he was shouting at his players to run. Well, if he's doing that, then if it's true that he's having to tell them to run, at this stage, I'm saying these players don't want to run for him.
No, I wouldn't.
No, I don't blame them.
No,
I don't blame them.
No.
I do not blame them. At least we're consistent offensively. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we are consistent with our offense. As in, there is no offense. We can play football there. See, this is the thing, Savic. We can play football. This is the scary thing. And you know, when you think about it, we have got a group of players that we can play an attack-minded system. We have the players. What about the right back at Salamina? Yeah? Sergio, right?
Nah.
Him. He can get forward. He can cross balls. We've seen it. Why not select him? No. We'll play a centre-back at right back. We'll do that. But we'll bring on Minas Antonio. He will solve all our problems. All the problems. The guy's a joke. He needs to stay in Georgia. Just leave him there. Tear up his passport. You know, call the... do you know something? You might know people that work at Larnaca Airport. Call them up and say there's a terrorist on the plane coming back.
Όπως έκαναν του Habibi.
Yeah. Well, Habibi didn't have the right paperwork, did he? But truth be told, man, when it comes to the friendly game in November, again, another pointless fucking exercise. It really is going to be pointless. I don't know. I mean, we've got Spain first, haven't we, on the 16th? We've got Spain first and then Lithuania. Yeah, Spain on the 16th and then Lithuania on the 19th. So again, another pointless international break. I don't know. But hey, the most important game, bro, is the double header against Gibraltar. That's the most important one in March. The most important one.
I was reading something today, like what was it? It was 4 teams, and they were saying, guess which one is lower than Cyprus in the rankings for football.
Go on.
Jason, Vietnam,
Yeah,
Congo,
yeah,
Syria,
yeah,
and one other,
and lower than us. One of them.
These countries were above us.
Oh, they're above us. Okay.
These countries like Vietnam, Congo, Syria, which has been in war for the last 3 years, they're above us.
Wow. Right, I'll tell you what. Let me see if I can find them actually. Men's ranking. So we're like 120 something, aren't we? Oh, this is going to be a long one. Okay. 120. Okay, we're 120. Togo, the Gambia, Angola, North Korea are above us. Oh my God. Tajikistan, Madagascar. That's a fucking cartoon. We're fucking... A cartoon is on top of us. A Mickey Mouse is on top of us. India.
India έχει καλές ομάδες, έχουν καλούς παίκτες. Και κάτι, εντάξει, είναι ένα δισεκατομμύριο γίνει. Βρίσκουν να βάλουν εντεκάδα.
Fucking Borat countries ahead of us. Palestine, Vietnam, Benin, Syria, Equatorial Guinea, Uganda, Bahrain.
Παίζουν μάπα στον Μπαχρέι, ρε φίλε. Διάτζι εδώ παιχνίδια και κάτω. Ωραία.
Wow. But again, UAE, United Arab Emirates, are ahead of Georgia. I don't know. Qatar are above Albania. But then, yeah, they had the World Cup, though, didn't they? They did okay. Jamaica are above us.
They're smoking the reefer and running around with the ball. They're unstoppable.
I asked yesterday, I can't jump on our work. If Goma leaves, Guma leaves, who would you like to see be president? And what changes do you want?
Just to cut the long story short, Ethtafi. Ούτε changes να δεις μες στο Cyprus FA. Έλυσα σου την απορία σου.
Because as someone quite rightly said on Twitter to me the other day, whoever replaces Guma is going to be just as corrupt. The only good thing I could say about having Guma there, the only saving grace is that he's mates with Seferin. So we're kind of protected. The Cyprus football is kind of protected because Seferin has got other interests, right? But there's nothing sincere. There's nothing legitimate about it. That's the only good thing about Guma being there because he's mates with Seferin and maybe Figo. But Figo only turns up from time to time to, show his face and say, "Oh, Cyprus is doing so well with their grassroots." Yet, fucking no players are coming through the academies. It's just a fucking joke. North Korea are above us and they haven't played the game in years, so I don't know how that's possible. Well, maybe they retain the same points. So maybe they retain the points. Yeah. So even though they haven't been playing, they're still above us. Oh my god. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. It's laughable. You gotta laugh.
Αυτό είναι κομμωδία, ρε. Μια κομικοτραγική κατάσταση. Κομικοτραγική. Comedy tragedy.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, guys, please hit the like button. We've got about 14 likes so far, and we appreciate all the likes. I mean,
we have 30 people watching now.
We have 30 people watching, man. Come on. Come on.
Man.
And listen, if you guys want to jump on and speak your truth and let us know what you think, the link is here. Feel free to jump on. I'll put it back on again. Oh, man.
Stel, put it again below because he's not in the list of comments.
What's not in the list? I'll put the link again, yeah?
The link, yeah.
All right. Oh, hang about and paste it in there. Come on. Is it there? There you go. It's there. Yeah. So I've just put it in there. So if anyone wants to jump on, feel free to jump on. Let us know what you think. I mean, I don't know what else to say that we haven't said already, my guy. I really don't know. Really.
We're just making comedy now.
Those arthropos.
Εγώ ήθελα το Θάσο μου δάμε σήμερα, ρε.
Thasso is probably he probably doesn't even know the game is on. He's probably gone away with his family, his missus, his kid. They're just spending the day together because, it's better than watching this shit show,
And to be honest, I didn't watch it also. I just watched like 5 minutes and then gave up on it. I couldn't be bothered.
Mate, I caught the first 15 minutes. Then I had to pop out for 10 minutes or so. Came back, still 0-0. I thought, okay, great. Christopher had the chance. I was like, all right, fair enough. We're getting something. We might get a goal here. You never know. And then halftime comes. Go to take a piss. I come back. It's 1-0. What? KETSBAIA said again, I should have gone the time I knew our group. Is that what he said? Okay.
Είπεν το ξαναδούν το πράγμα. Ρε μαλάκα, αν μεν τον απολύσουν, Έγινεται ρε φίλε. Έγινεται ρε φίλε. Να
Okay,
τον
well,
έχουν
mate.
για τον καιρό ρε φίλε, τον άνθρωπο ρε φίλε. Βάστε τον πιο άσημον Κυπραίον προπονητή να βάλεις τσάμε, να σου προσφέρει πολλά παραπάνω από ότι τόσο Καραγιώζης.
He's right. He's right. Hang about. I got another one. Hang on. We're waiting for this nightmare to end, as in the qualifiers. We had chances against Georgia. We got one more game, and then we'll see. How should we react? I'm ambitious. It's not easy for me to put up with such a failed campaign. I should have left when I found out our opponents in the group. We will add 3 or 4 players, and we can do more. We have players who... look at this. We have players...
Να το πω στα κυπριακά, που να πας στα ανάθεμα να πάεις. Καραγιώζη, που στο πεζεύεγγε, άχρηστε.
He's gone for it again. We've got players who don't even play for their teams in the league, and it's very difficult. Motherfucker. He did this last time.
Ναι, είναι η δεύτερη φορά που το κάνει, ρε φίλε.
He did this last time, right? And he was saying, after the Norway game, I don't have my players don't play for their first team. 9 out of the 11 that started against Norway play regularly for their teams. Let me look at this squad, this lineup. Mol always plays for Servette. Andreu from time to time, but I'm gonna leave him out because he's not a regular. Garo always plays for Offi. Gogits is always at St. Mirren. Gibrianu always at Peterborough. Iwanu always at Como. Gusula, well, he always plays for Omonia, apart from the Ayers game. He played 7 in a row. Hambos Giriagu, captain of Apollon. Spoljaric, right? He's just come back from injury, but last season he was playing, yeah? Castanos, always at Salernitana. And Christofi, all right, he's on the bench, but how the fuck can you justify playing Christofi is another thing. So effectively, if you're going to argue 3 out of 11 don't play regularly, the players he brought on, Minas Andoniu, I don't know if, how often he's played for Anorthodoxy this season. I don't think he's played that much, to be honest, right? Humbo of Omonia, well, there you go. Loizu of Omonia, he's played almost 200 games in 3 years. Gaguli, playing regularly for Omonia, came on. And Correa, and he's just a trophy player for... He's his love child, man. I'm telling you. I want a DNA test. More of the story. Never go for a piss. I'm going to get a catheter bag and connect it to myself. Or I just have like a little sigla down there. And just pissing the γωνιά.
Σκέφτομαι να πω κάτι τώρα, αλλά δεν θέλω να το πω, ρε φίλε. Δεν θέλω να το πω, τέλος πάντων, να μην το πω.
What? Well, he's doing all right at Olympiacos at the moment, isn't he?
Ναι, στον Ολυμπιακό και μίλω χτες με φίλο μου τον Τραχονίτη. Ναι, είδα το.
Asking for a friend. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine, honey. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, look, we've done almost an hour on this shit. Thank you, Bedro, for your time, man.
You're welcome.
Boys and girls,
I freaked out a little bit.
Don't worry about it. No, I said no one's going to be watching from.
No one's watching.
No one's going to be watching from their live. It doesn't matter.
No one likes us anyway. Εγώ είμαι ο Πελός, ο Πέτρος, εσύ είσαι ο καταραμένος, ο Charlie, ο clone. So no one's watching.
There you go. There you go. That's why no one wants to sponsor us.
Yeah. We don't give a shit. We're going to tell you more.
Exactly. Why not? We just keep going. We just keep going, keep antagonizing. That's pretty much it. If you want us to shut up, God, pay us. That's it. It's pretty simple. If you want us to shut up, yeah, send us a check. I'll make sure it doesn't bounce first. Send us a check. And we'll keep our mouth shut.
Με φάστε κόπε να το κανονίσουμε, να βάλουμε μέσα στα μαύρα βιβλία. Όπως τσίνα που πιάνετε εσείς, ξέρετε. Να τα έχουμε στα χωρισμένα.
We'll make it legitimate.
Ναι,
I live in North London. I know people with businesses. We can clean that money for you if you want. It's no problem. It ain't no problem. And we could be nice. Pay us and we'll be nice. We'll toe the line like many other news outlets in Cyprus that only put in one little paragraph saying, perhaps it's time for a change. We'll be nice. Yeah? We'll be nice. Anyway. Thank you, boys and girls, for tuning in to another This Is Mappa. We'll be back, I guess, next week because the proper football returns. So, yeah, until next time.
Την Πέμπτη να είμαστε καλά, να έχετε και αρχίσαμε για το Πάφος Ομόνια.
Yes, the preview. Correct.
Ναι.
Correct. So the Omonia game is on Monday, isn't it?
Monday.
That's right, yeah. Anyway, Thank you, guys. Adios.